Saunders, I think he was trying to leave it up there for somebody else to go get.
I think that was going to be a lob for
Traore.
Traore, yes.
And inside Wisconsin.
But it's nerve-wracking.
Yes, it is. A check in with Dana as Klesmit knocks down another three. Got them both. 25 for Saunders. 91-83. High scoring affair here in Denver. Three-pointer and a back step.
If you're Wisconsin, keep attacking that rim.
Great hook pass. The extra pass was too much.
And a Grizzly turnover.
Blackwell leaves it up and under for McGee.
The more you watch him play, the more you love him. Knocking down shots in the first half, but this time he's able to find a big fella inside after he created a problem with the drive.
Senior out of Olympia, Washington. What a great floor game. Inside they go. Blackwell, the pass. Great look to crowd. Nice bounce.
Hold on. He gets near that rim, I get nervous.
Holloman, it is off, and scurrying for the rebound is Blackwell.
Well, both teams have great balance.
Deep one, Gilmore, bullseye.
How about that?
Set up there for this next minute, going to that under 4-minute timeout to bring it back.
I like him back on the floor with Holloman as well as Akins the next time.
Swing it.
This is where they're dangerous. 5 out.
Gilmore got it on a three.
How about that?
Make a run in this tournament to give themselves a shot at that. And I say, no bad losses. The Penn State one felt bad. It had an effect here, but in terms of tournament resume, it cost them more in location, right? The ability to go to Milwaukee, perhaps, than it did at seed.
Sure, and that's for now. But if Wisconsin can roll through this tournament.
Twice the coach of the year in a league with so many great coaches. Amos thought he had that one. Tanje's turn. He hasn't missed. And he still has it. The floor. Played Northwestern yesterday. And it makes you wonder. It all sounds well and good, but you're playing an extra game. Will you have the legs? An emphatic yes. For 18. 18-3. In and out of the rotation, the injuries have created an opportunity for him, and he hits the three.
And Justin Mullins, if he's hitting threes, that's a great sign for Northwestern. Not one of his strengths. Those are the points that Chris Collins is referring to, that Rick Pizzo mentioned, that they need in order to offset the best and most offensive, efficient team in the Big Ten in Wisconsin.
Stephen Crowl.
Sequence of three to the block shot. Conan Niederhauser. It's been a nice addition coming over from Northern Illinois. And back comes Blackwell, already on top by 5. Crow. He's got a three. You look at last year, Jess, they lost 3 of their top 5 scorers from that team.
That's the world we live in, right? You have to get into the portal and try to find guys like that. Win these games, but this is a massive game for Wisconsin to get that double bye. We can't emphasize that enough. It's going to determine whether they have a chance to win the league or not next week in Indy.
Niederhauser couldn't hang on inside. Spots Gilmore by himself.
And Rigsby comes off that pin down, and if you're not going to stop him, Rigsby going upstairs. Wisconsin with a breakdown, and a nice aggressive take. Rigsby giving some juice here to this Minnesota offense.
The bench was key for the Gophers in the win against Nebraska. No bench points yet for the Badgers tonight. Crowl underneath, yes! Crowl with 7. Really wrong as well. Thank you for the other guys, but I'm going with the guy I'm working with tonight.
Appreciate that.
Blackwell to Crowl. Oh, this two-man game working. Point lead.
The bench was 23-0 against Maryland the other night, so a clear indicator of what they can do with their bench production because they get so much time.
Tanjay bottled up. They get it to Gilmore, who's checked into the game now for Greg Gard.
Defense has really picked up a notch.
Winter, just a massive shot for the Badgers.
Show that they can guard man, so you got to try something else.
Harris. And
Uncontested board goes to Blackwell. Badgers have made 4 in a row from the floor, looking to add. Amos not shy.
A back down big that way on the same side. If you can get a little quick dig, it kind of creates a little bit of confusion there. Tanjay able to get his hand on the basketball there. Well done by number 9 White.
They bottled Tanjay up so far. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And folks, that's one of the best scorers in the conference at 20 a game.
Well, TJ Bamba, number 5 in black, is an outstanding defensive player in space.
Gilmore finds himself wide open.
Inside out threes have been really good for Oregon. It's those same side jacks that they've had that have not been good.
Try to set up a little pressure, but Wisconsin, no problem. Of course, the last Badger team to make the Final Four, they did it back-to-back years, 2014, 2015. What a great pass. And Winter on Boswell, the Champaign native.
Boswell had 19 in their last game against Wisconsin. He's picking up where he left off.
The answer.
That's where Illinois is at their best. They shoot a ton of threes. They shoot the most threes actually in the Big Ten, but they're an outstanding offensive rebound team.
Now Boswell on the step back. Short. And a rebound to Amos.
Good block out by Klesmit.
Blackwell dishes out. Crowell, he can hit that. Yep, second one of the night. That will get Kasper Siakachonis going.
We said he needed an easy one, and to your point, oftentimes with a really good offensive player, if they can see one go through, we can get them going. Let's see if 32 can get going here late.
Blackwell behind the back, nifty. Crowell 3. Boy, that was pretty.
A dish inside for the finish. Caleb First is first on the board.
I think they're a different team when they put Cox and First on the floor. Ignited things for Purdue.
Wisconsin is averaging 81 points per game. Let me say it again to make sure everybody gets that. 81 points per game for the Badgers.
Nice find.
Klesmit lets it fly. Bottom, a 3.
It sounds like you're giving Bo the find.
22 points for Kaufman-Renn. It's 65-58 Wisconsin. Amos feed it to Blackwell.
Well, they are right up there into the...
Blackwell into the teeth of the defense. John Nicky, silky smooth.
Excellent activity from Dixon Sanford. Little three-quarter court pressure, something that Iowa will throw out there every once in a while. Getting an easy one off the turnover.
Hawkeyes have missed 4 in a row before that lane. Double again on Crowell. This has forced a couple of those turnovers. And another one. Sanford steps in front. Blackwell gets it right back for 2. Crowell. 39% overall, but 3 of 7 from downtown, and they've gotten up 6 more shot attempts than Wisconsin midway through the first half. Dangerous pass gets to Tanjay, and he can make the defense pay. Side 2-man game with Bala.
They're just keeping him uncomfortable there. Just by digging in, Umar Ballo not really feeling like he can just go to work.
Wisconsin lives with a Leal 3, and they'll trade it for a Tanjay trade.
Up around 8 points. That will help to absorb today's loss without Barnheiser in the lineup,
who averages over 17 points per game. Dealing with a foot injury. Nolan Winter for 3. Knocks it down.
First half. That slowed down a little bit here in the first 2.5 minutes. Gillespie.
Gillespie, as well as he shot the ball, he's been ice cold tonight. 1 for 7 from the field.
He turned to the deck. Blackwell on the scramble. Found Tanjay.
It's one of those.
I have no idea.
Buchtengel in the corner. That won't go. 1 and done. Nebraska 16-2 Wisconsin.
Nebraska's got to make a play here on the defensive end. You can't let Wisconsin get to where they want to. You got to take something away here.
Tanjay and Blackwell providing a lot. Back out it goes. Winter will try. Big man from 3.
So late clock. And Clark, he got McGee in the air. The ball rattled out
Nolan Winter clears it for Wisconsin.
Yeah, man, he has such an impact on the community around here, and I know the Waltons pretty well, and such great people too. You know, his grandkids, and it was sad to see him go. And a really good job of using his opportunity to play right now.
Well, the Badgers took a shot from USC Saturday, held them off, ended up winning comfortably, and there's Klesmit late. Remember, Wisconsin had some moments near the end of the first half. The Badgers looked like they could spread this out a little bit. They had a 9-point lead in the final 30 seconds of the first half. But here we are, under 12 to go. And McGee.
Claude sniffs it, and he takes the contact but can't finish, and here comes Blackwell out of the pack. Klesmit in transition, and this time he knocks it down.
Into a fadeaway jumper. That's good defense by the back.
And that's a good cut by Gilmore. Nifty off the glass.
Boyle makes them both. First time tonight, three-quarter court pressure by the Buckeyes.
Down 5. Keep an eye on the rebounding down the stretch here, Stephen. In the 5-game win streak for Wisconsin, they've out-rebounded every opponent. Tanjay for 3. Giant 3 points.
Back-to-back seasons. So when this guy plays motivated like this, he is a load.
Oh, and it makes the Gophers a load because they're a good defensive team. They've got guys that can shoot the 3 like Mitchell. So they've got the ingredients.
Winter for 3.
They've gotten off the mat here, especially in the first half.
Amos a little bit strong. Blackwell catches the rebound. Marcus Ilver for 3.
Early drag screen.
Davis lines it in. Off the mark. Stein for the tap back was Williams, but right to a Badger hand.
Nice pass.
Beautiful. On the rim run. Wisconsin, after a good start to the night, 0 for 5 on the turnover their last 6 trips, but they get a stop and a turnover, and Tanjay to the rack.
He knows how to body surge, but they were finishing a little bit. But of late, it's been settling. 2-2-1, first time all game. Make them use a little bit of a clock.
Speaking of free throws, Rutgers not hitting theirs. Still a 6-point game. They've missed 6 from the foul line. That would be enough to top.
And back to a 2-3 zone. Nice pin in. Give a good look for Klesmit.
Lots of room.
I'll tell you what.
Closeout came hard. Sanford attacks. And Dembele jacks a 3 and an air ball. Wisconsin crowd lets him have it. Wisconsin runs and a flush for Nolan Winter. Pocket pass into Freeman.
That's pretty.
That's where those true point guard skills come out. Here's Klesmit for 3. He nailed it.
That was all head state history. 94 wins over a 2-year career. That's incredible.
If you gave me one guess, I would have said Kenneth Furry.
That's a good call by you.
I would have said Kenneth Furry.
Look at you digging into your Denver Nuggets history.
I thought you'd like that one.
No doubt.
So it was like, yeah, the 2011 team, right? Pulled the upset. There's Klesmit. Back-to-back hit. Sanford and Freeman scores in time.
It's a nice job by Brock Harding, number 2 in black, recognizing the mismatch on the interior and finding him. Good pass.
Tanjay bullies his way in on Dix. Had to give it up.
Good defense there from Iowa.
Yep. Sanford trying to stay with Blackwell. Give up. Crowd beams his way to the rim. Bryce Sanford got a 3.
Now can they get back-to-back stops?
Blackwell splits it. Drive and kick. That's been the money spot. McGee got a 3rd of the night.
Baseline jumper short. Nice feed again inside to Crowell. Almost 6 minutes gone by without a whistle in this one. Winter tries his hand at a 3 and buries it. It's within 8. Falling away, tough shot over Crowell, not to be. Blackwell and the Badgers on the move. Crowell underneath, running the floor. Good for 2.
When the other person has the ball and is driving. Both those guys play off each other so well.
Gonna get the basketball in. They do underneath to Crowell, who's got a Baker's.
There is another level that he has.
He is filling up the stat column. McGee with the steal up ahead to Blackwell. Blackwell gives it up. Janicki with the layup. Perfect.
But anyway, the three-point play gives the Badgers the 7-0 lead. Bizjack out of control there. And the rebound to Crowell. Here comes Blackwell for Wisconsin. Badgers off to a great start. Leaves it for Winter.
To me, what I love is you've seen another layer to Patrick's game. I mean, the way he's shooting the ball right now with his Butler team, it's been fun to watch him.
6-0 run here by the Bulldogs. See if Wisconsin has an answer. They get it down low, and Crowell got the first tip of the game. The way Butler's battled back in this game. We are now tied up at 14 after the Badgers got off to such a strong start. 12-2 run for Butler. See if Wisconsin's got an answer. Where do you go here, Brian?
Well, you have to have ball movement, multiple sides. Now, Nolan Winter's going to...
Brooks. Screen battling for the board. He felt like he was held, but no call inside, and Tonje the other way. Klesman on the move. Inside Gilmore, nifty reverse. McCaffrey for 3. Rims out. Kept alive by the Badgers, and there is McGee again. He's giving them a nice boost, Brian.
And he has all year. He's been that pop off of the bench.
Transfer from Wisconsin, Green Bay. Crowell inside, 2 more.
This is what's to play in this first half. Donaldson probes inside. Golden couldn't finish it.
Right there at the rim.
Donaldson late to recover. Blackwell, no real numbers. Now he'll slow it down. Screen from Crowell. Blackwell inside. Bounce it. Crowell the finish.
Boy, that's just a tremendous look.
Donaldson. Kick out. 3 ball. Walters missed it. Blackwell with a purpose. Oh, what a feed! Winter has arrived.
Ivy Curry kicks. Debo Coleman. Blackwell had to back up. That was a heck of a jab step, but couldn't pay it off in 3.
And UCF's bench is just waiting for something to happen for this team so they can start to cheer.
As Winter
defense, you have to understand that that's a difficult coverage, a difficult matchup. Coming to the game 3 for 6 from behind the 3-point line. Got to figure out what you're going to do when he's setting those ball screens.
That's another winning play from Gilmore. A couple of blocks, backdoor feed. Blackwell. The Badgers having a good time. There's a lot of people in Wisconsin colors today. Cardinal and white enjoying things as Tonje floats one up and in.
Depending on how they do in that tournament over the weekend in the Greenbrier. Central Florida already beat Texas A&M, so you got some pretty good competition. Tough to overlook this Vaqueros team, though, as they go inside, and that's a goaltend. Amos was there, and it was in. Led 2-0 in this ball game. That is it. There's a 3, and it's short. Tonje with the rebound. Up ahead, Nolan Winter lays it up and in to tie the game. Great job. Jumper on the other end, good by Trey Miller. Got the crowd involved, and they just couldn't get the stop. Been that way all night long. They give credit to the Vaqueros. They have not got out of themselves where they try to make plays. Blackwell got shut down by Abdul Hakim on his potential drive. Now Klesman just behind the free throw line, rattles it in.
A little bit. Arizona wants to pick up this pace to more of their liking.
8 minutes to play in the first half. Blackwell the fake. Tonje the 3.
Got it! Blackwell, that's the easiest deuce that Blackwell may have all evening.
He's up to 11 points. Can he find his own shot here? Discard again. Bodies going flying. Avis makes him pay. Times. And how much would that happen? Great entry. Tanjay.
Throwing them down, but has knocked down the ones that counted.
Winter trying to find Blackwell, but that's a turnaround to Crowell. Blackwell, 8 on the shot clock. Back out to Crowell, top of the key. He fires the three. Good.
He's doing it, but he gets to the basket so well, and you almost have no choice but to foul here.
11 points on 2 field goal attempts. That's how he's getting to the line. Blackwell on the drive, drops it off. Winter at the hole. New players, some changes to the rotation. But it feels like the passing has been fairly pristine here so far, David.
Yeah, it was a nice little flare screen action to get Patterson open for 3, and that's exactly how you want to start the half. Get probably your best shooter, a wide open look.
The chemistry feels like it's there. Blackwell spinning, and Winter, another slam. All of them came in the second half. So talk about how Wisconsin pulled away in that big 80-40 run. He was a big reason why.
Yeah, certainly a lot of new tricks that we've seen from Nolan Winter.
Glesman, oh, it's a deep 3. Oh, my goodness, he's got it!
Shot clock under 8. Warren, open shot for 3. Long hauled in by McGee. Wisconsin can tie it on this trip down the floor. Blackwell to Tanjay. He's got an open look. It's good!